Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Teferi proliferate. So I really wanted to try out the Teferi Ultimate, and I don't like playing Historic Brawl because of all the alchemy cards, so I'm going to do that in Standard. But it's very hard to do that in Standard. There's a lot of creatures hitting Teferi in the face, and he can't really try to ult when he keeps getting beat up. So what can we do? Well, I'm going to try to proliferate that, and I have a little bit of a trick in doing that. Basically, we have the Experimental Augury, and we have the Staff of Completion to help us proliferate, but we can even try to get the Reject Imperfection to counter one of our opponent's spell and try to proliferate that way, should that spell be 3 or less. Now, the whole deck does hinge on Teferi trying to proliferate, so if we can't do that, it's not a very good deck. And I don't think it's tier 1 in any way. I don't think it's tier 2 in any way. It might not even be tier 3. It could be a rogue deck or bottom of tier 3. But I think it might be a fun deck. That's another Azorius control deck, so the shell of it is going to be pretty straightforward. I try very hard to not run the traditional Azorius cards. So what you won't see here are the Mind Splice Apparatus. What you won't see here are the Sky Shark something, flying shark thing. I forgot what it's called already. But flying sharks. You won't see that here. And what you will see are some wonky cards that I try to include. Don't make disappears, right? There's no Memory Deluge. There are almost no card draw spells in the deck other than my own favorite, Tablet of Completion. So, hey, you know what? We're running Staff of Completion, might as well run a Tablet of Completion. And we run 4 in the deck because this is, I'm going to pretend this is EDH and I need Mana Rock turn 2. So, Tablet of Completion is basically a Mana Rock turn 2 where we can tap it to put an oil counter on it, and then we can only tap it for a colorless mana if it has 2 oil counter. If we put 1, we can try to proliferate into the 2, or we can just put another 2. And if it has 5 or more oil counters on it, we can actually draw cards with it. So it's eventually late game card draw. Now, of course, with Teferi, we get to untap it every turn. That means that we get to keep putting oil counter on it, or we get to keep drawing cards with it, or we can keep using it for mana. There's a lot of things we can do as long as we get the Teferi ult, right? And that is the idea of the deck. We also have 2 Devious Cover-Up in case we need to kind of recycle the entire graveyard. Probably won't happen, but it's there for that reason. And let's look at the whole deck list, right? We need to fight against a lot of aggro decks. So we got 4 Elspeth Smite. Hopefully that can help us live for a little longer. We have 1 March of Otherworldly Light, just in case our opponent's some sort of enchantment deck and they have a big enchantment we got to exile. March of Otherworldly Light can do that. You can also exile a creature or an artifact, but it's going to cost us a lot of mana. Then we have 2 Faithful Absence. We can't really take out Planeswalkers in this deck. We don't even have attackers. So Faithful Absence is going to help us do a little bit of that. And we have 4 Experimental Augury to get a card, proliferate, pretty standard stuff. And we have 4 Tablet of Completion for our mana rocking abilities. Then we have 2 Reject Imperfection. I don't really want to do too many. I don't want to hinge on it too much because it does require 2 blue. And Reject Imperfection counters a spell. It counters any spell we want. It's basically a Dissipate. Instead of exiling their spell, we get to proliferate if their spell is 3 or less, which a lot of spells are. And then we have 1 Tablet of Completion. Instead of running 2 Celestis, I think a lot of people will have 2 Celestis in their blue-white deck. I run 1 Tablet of Completion instead. We can pay 2 life to get a mana, not great, but we can also pay 3 life to proliferate. So if we're playing somehow against a super control deck and we have a little bit of life to kind of play with, guess what? We can pay 3 life, proliferate, with the Teferi on board, of course, pay 3 life, proliferate, pay 5 mana to untap it, to pay 3 life to proliferate again, and then we activate Teferi to get the +1, and the same turn Teferi comes in, it's already at 7 loyalty. Next turn we can -7. If we can cast Experimental Augury on that same turn, we can even just ultimate on the same turn it comes in. That's very rare, but it could happen. And then we have the Wandering Emperor, 4 Wandering Emperors, pretty standard. We have 4 Teferi because this is the theme of the deck. That's why we have 4 Teferis. I don't normally recommend 4 Teferis in your deck, but I wanted to get this to work. And then we have 2 Devious Cover-Up for that counterspell cycling, the graveyard, things like that. And then in the 5-drop, we have 5 Sunfalls to kind of stop those go-wise strategies. 1 Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, just so that we can have some late-game scary card. Because if we get Teferi the Ultimate, we want to be able to do something. And our Temporal Pilgrim is to do something, because we're going to draw a lot of cards, and then he'll get a lot of loyalty. And when he gets minus 12, well, our opponent's not going to have any permanents left. So that's kind of the idea. And then we have one farewell in case we need to wipe the whole board. And normally I don't name artifacts when I farewell here because I have a lot of artifacts. I can name everything else because I have almost nothing of anything else. And now if you look at the land base, we have 25 lands because we have a lot of mana rock. There's 4 here and there's 2 here. So only 25 lands. We have 1 Gonjo, 1 Otawara, 4 Plains, 4 Islands, and then 4 Adarkar Wastes, 4 Deserted Beach, and 4 Seachrome Coast. We have fast lands because we're not playing Orzhov, we're playing Azorius. And we can actually have fast lands because they're friend colors. And then we have 1 Blast Zone, and then 2 Myrics. The Blast Zone is definitely necessary. It sometimes catches mono red off guard. They play a lot of 1-drop. Well, we're going to blast it all the way. Right? And then Myrics is very good against other control decks because we can just make Myrics. And we don't really need to do any of this. We'll just keep making Myrics and kill them. And if we get the Teferi to ult, guess what? It's free Myrics token every turn. Alright, so that's the whole deck list. I wanted to work, and again, just like when I was talking about Orzhov, I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but I don't have that high of expectations for it. So if it worked at all, I'll be very happy about it. Alright, our first opponent is Matt's Toe. I don't know. We're gonna go first, so jeez. Okay, so we get to Teferi, and then we get to Teferi, but we don't have anything else. So I'm gonna keep. Let's hope our opponent is super aggressive. That's not what I meant. I meant to say hi. Kami. Alright, well, the ossification is going to get us, so let's see what happens. Generous Visitor. There's only 3 damage, right? Generous Visitor. Does he just have a protection spell? Oh, he has nothing. Just visitors. Do I want to take out his visitors so he can't visit us? Do I even want to play Teferi? It's kind of risky here. Not a good plan, but I really have nothing else in my hand, so... Oh, well, now I have stuff in my hand. Still, I don't think he can pump the visitor up to 5. Artifact, creature, 1 type of land.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
Junkai Naturalist. Teferi's about to eat a lot of damage, I guess? Or maybe he'll just get ossified. Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Will we get a Sunfall here? Of course not. Let's see. Tablet of Completion isn't that great. Temporal Pilgrim will probably just die, right? We draw a card, and then it will just die. So, neither of these are that enticing. Gotta do it.
No matter the time or place, I'm ready to win. Another mystery solved.
Hey, at least the damage is gonna go to Teferi and not my face. None of these are card draw cards, so I can kind of last a little bit longer. There's a card draw token though, so I'm giving him that.
I lost the battle, not the war.
He's drawing on his turn. Oh, I hate it when my opponent's that bad. Did he draw that? Ironic. It's just nothing I play matters when stuff like this keep happening. So, we'll get a Tablet of Completion down. We'll get a... Do I want to get a Celestis down? If I play this right now, I'll have 3 mana. Can't do anything with 3 mana. Might as well do it. Do I just die here? What is he gonna seal? Probably the Celestis, right? Yeah. Alright, gotta put oil counter on this. And then... needed that. I think I'll proliferate this too. Oh, did it not go through? Oh, it didn't go through. That was lame. That was very lame of me. Did I just die? 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. It's an 8 plus 4. Well, I'm at 1. 1 is not 0. See, if I gone through, this would have been not dumb, but yeah, I don't know what to say. The arena triggers triggering me. Catilda, nice. Spirit of Companion, nice. Alright, that's a 5/5. We got a Tablet of Completion. Didn't matter here. We only drew lands. That's not going to help if we only draw lands. Also against enchantment. I've been playing a lot of enchantment decks. Honestly, I don't tech against enchantments that often. I have 1 Farewell in the deck. And I just don't see them that often when I do tech against them. And when I don't tech against them, they're everywhere. And it's annoying. It's not a good deck. I keep saying that. Enchantment's worse than mono red. It's worse than soldiers. It's just a terrible deck because you only win if you get lucky. Alright, we're gonna go first. Workable. Not great though. I mean, honestly, the Tablet of Completion, I hope it can do something, but I feel like this is too EDH. It's, you know, we're taking turn 2 off and it's burn. So against a burn deck, can we really afford to take a whole turn off? Kumano. Okay. It wants to tap my staffs? Oh, because I don't have... Fine. Wonder what he has. We have a Elspeth Smite. We have an Elspeth Smite. That's the only thing we can hope to fall back on. Our opponent's not a very good player. So they play the adversary first. No, I guess they'll have to play it first, but... Now we get to kill the adversary. We'll take 2. We'll go to 7. Yep. Oh, we have Wandering Emperor. Okay. We'll probably Emperor to Swiss Sphere. Maybe we'll enter Emperor to Kumano. That's fine.
And I'll keep watch for intruders.
What can I even do here? I can put a counter? I can't pay any more life. So, put an oil counter on my tablet. Go to my turn here. I have to take an extra life just to do this.
I'll be back. You're done.
I guess I'll have to do this and hope he doesn't draw anything. But he probably will. Oh no, it's 2 life. I don't have any blue.
Faced with tragedy, even observers need to take action. It's nice to see a familiar face.
Well, I'm faced with tragedy right now. There's no way he has nothing, right? Any sort of damage will kill me. A play with fire will kill me, unless it's 2 planes, which, I mean, one can only hope. He did Sulcus, and maybe those are all planes. Or planes, mountains. He's just BMing us. As always. Mono red players cannot win any games, so they just BM people. Well, they can win games, they just can't play any games. Oh yeah? Watch this. Take that. I got the kill. Well, we drew 4 lands, and 3 of those are ping lands, so against mono red, that's not what we wanted. I mean, I don't want to say that the game is cheating against us specifically, because that's a little bit Team Foil had, right? But what I do think is happening is that the game has a preferred algorithm for decks that they know, and whenever we play a deck that they don't know what to do, so they're going to give us really wonky draws, like this. We got Elspeth Smite and then 3 4-drops. I have to keep this hand because I have 3 lands, but this is a horrible hand. Like, these up to here are acceptable, so I don't want to get rid of, 4 out of 5 or 6 out of 7 cards just for that 1 card to be better. I will play a Seachrome Coast. I guess I'll play another Seachrome Coast. What is this? Is it a Fight Club deck? It's a Fight Club deck. There it is. Well, he's gonna Fight Club us. We can't do anything about it. What is gonna get out for free? Galissa, okay. Not too bad. I was a little bit scared there. But Galissa is actually something I can live with. Does this do anything? He gets to gain 1 life, right? I don't want him to do that, but I do want to exile the Archfiend because that's a lot of damage. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I also don't want to Elspeth Smite it because I'm going to take the whole turn off to do that. I just take 11 here? That's a lot of life. How many cards can Elspeth Smite hit? Oh, that's a mouthful. Alright, so now it looks like I'm taking a whole turn off. Maybe he'll play Shieldred here and make me happy. He only has 3 cards left. Obliterator. See? Does make me happy. We get a 2-2. Not fantastic, but a 2-2 is a 2-2. Okay, so I guess I'll hold up the counterspell and attack with a... Attack with a 2-2. Toxrill. Wow, toxic. I'll shuffle 1 card back. I don't really need it back, but, you know, we beat him. I'm never gonna get the Teferi ult. The standard metagame is way too aggressive. And that's sad, because standard should be the slowest meta, right? Modern, Legacy, even Pioneer, people try to win turn 1. Pioneer probably like turn 3 or 4, Explorer 2. Modern, I mean standard shouldn't be this fast. How else are people supposed to have fun with their cards? I guess this is why this deck feels very EDH, because you can only play this kind of style in EDH. Now, this is a very good sort of opening hand. The only thing that we hope for is our opponent is slower. So I will play Seachrome Coast first, because I could just keep top decking Seachrome Coast, and there's no reason to play Deserted Beach, since I have a Adarkar Wastes to play next turn. And I don't have any cards in the deck that's too white or too blue and nothing else, so we're not going to get punished. And Soldiers! Against Soldiers, we can probably last long enough. I don't know, I should probably get rid of the priority because it's going to be annoying. Yes, Resolute Reinforcement on your turn. Let me get rid of this, so it doesn't ask me for priority. Oh no, I take 2! Ouch. Well, this could proliferate, but I don't think that matters. Alright, we get Sunfall next turn. Enjoy your whiteboard. A Siege Veteran, you don't say. That looks quite the scary board. If only I didn't have a card that just kind of blows up the whole board there. But hey, you know what? Opponent's gonna opponent. I get to pay 4 life to draw a card. Not gonna do that. Sky Strike Officer. The Ocean Frontliner. Will he draw cards with it? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So I don't have enough. I have to play the Wandering Emperor right now. We'll just get attacked into. That's not smart. Resolute Reinforcement. Wow.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelmed.
Opponent's gonna opponent. And they probably still will win, because their board is scarier than ours, and we don't have that much life to kind of play with. Draw a card. Yeah. You draw that card, right?
I'm almost sad to see you go.
Do I want to proliferate here? Well, I'm not adding a mana, right? So we'll put an oil counter on the tablet. Now, do I want to draw a card here? The card draw could be important, and the proliferate could be important. Okay, good. So the card draw was important, and the proliferate was pretty good.
Let your blade do the talking.
Let's see what you want to do. Brutal Cathar. Okay. Nope. Not gonna let that happen. Valiant Veteran. No, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage, but we can actually block through this. So, first of all, we want to activate this ability. So we get a 5/5, and then we want to block these two to save the Emperor. So, we'll let that resolve. We'll go to blocks. We'll block. I don't think that matters too much. And then we want to Egonjo di Thalia. And that means that now we're taking 5. Yep. Well, we're at 5, right? If we proliferate, we'll go down to... we're going pretty low here. Need to do it, though. Alright, let's draw a card and see what we get. Okay, so... Yep. I think I still die. I make a 2/2, I block 2 of these. Actually, no, I have to exile the frontliner.
Try not to miss me. You are not much of a roadblock.
And even a Brutal Cathar doesn't kill me because it's nighttime. And at 4, so if he double attacks, we can block one of them. He gets a card draw from that. It's annoying. Resolute Reinforcement. Main phase. As always. Opponent doesn't need to be good, they just need to be lucky. If I block this, he can pump board, right? I still think blocking this is the right way. Otawara. That's not good enough. I need to draw a card. Please not be another land. Oh, thanks. It's not another land. Otawara, this, we block 1, and, well, we're still alive. Actually, are we still alive? If he pumps board here, we Otawara this, we block 1, and we die. Nope, couldn't do it. Could not do it. I mean, we got close. The Tablet of Completion did its thing, but then we didn't draw the Planeswalker that we put in the deck for. Yup. Hey, I do want to play those kind of games out more, so I'm gonna play another game. It's really frustrating where it's a very close game, but at the end we just kept drawing lands. We get to go first. This is an okay hand to go first on, I think. Not perfect. Let's play the beach. Evolve Sleeper. Okay, it's that kind of game. Wait, let me just do it. Virus Beetle. So it's a discard deck. Oh, we're gonna Reject Imperfection and counter whatever he plays next. Virus Beetle. Do I want to counter that? No. But what I want to do is Augury to see what I can get. A Blast Zone on 1 or 2. Not really gonna help. Devious Cover Up against whatever he plays next. I think yeah, none of these cards are that great, to be fair. Not the perfect cards I want in my hand. We could just do that. Okay. I'm gonna get killed by the Evolved Sleeper here. The Wandering Emperor. Do I Emperor this turn? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not quite, huh? But the Vault Sleeper could kill me, so I probably will have to Emperor this turn. No, it won't kill me this turn. So gotta be gutsy. Also, I need at least 1 for the proliferate to work. Six. Discard 2 cards. Can't have that happen. Oh, I have a lot of mana. I guess that's a thing.
I'm home.
Maybe I should have let him pump it first. I doubt he would.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
I can't actually take out the beetle, huh? Shieldred, wow. Opponent always has it. Well, you know, can't be too mad. I've assembled the tablets. All of them to be exact.
Gods, to me.
So, at least his discard spells won't be useful against... There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Yeah, that was not a fun way to play out the game, but hey, you know,
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my
There goes our
fault.
2/2.
Off you go.
And we're gonna start drawing lands now, I bet. Oh. Why do you keep making me tap that? I wonder. Put an oil counter on it. Target artifact. Creature. Might as well. Land. I mean,
Second here, second there. Who's counting?
I don't think I can draw any one card that would help right now. And the Liliana Plus is only going to hurt him. So, let's hope that the Teferi is the only thing that we drew. Then we're not going to do well. Let's hope that we draw something better than the Teferi. That's what I'm trying to say. Did they even play anything? They didn't even need to play anything, and it's destroying us. Would you like to plus your own Liliana?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Ooh! Hey! No? All creatures, all graveyard. Right? Not artifacts. Yikes. Yikes! Okay. Oh, that's been fun. Bye! So yeah, that's... I don't know what to say, man. Even if I draw decently, it's not good enough. I don't even think it's the deck's fault. It's just not the perfect draw against our opponent's perfect answer. And it's a discard deck, so it's, you know, set up against our more slowy, grindy kind of deck where we couldn't really get anything out. I'm just gonna keep every hand I get, I guess. Mulliganing doesn't mean anything in one versus one, where our opponent is gonna get their best cards, Mountain, and no play. Okay, so that's why. What are we playing against? Ridiculous. Radhar's Firebrand? Augur of Autumn? What is going on? Do I want to play Teferi here? It doesn't do anything. Give me a 2/2. I might need that. Galagreeter, alright. Okay, no place. So that's fine. Add 1 mana. Let's add a white. Target artifact, creature, land, why not?
Don't worry.
I got 3 mana. Huh, maybe our opponent's mana screw and they're just gonna quit. Nope, that's not what's happening. Shivan Devastator is what's happening. Tap treasure token? Can't stop that. Do I want to create the 2/2? Because I'm probably Sunfalling next turn, right? The Gonjo. Oh, I got a land. Do I want to use it as a land though? Ooh, that is a good question. No creature. We'll untap a land too. He has haste creatures, but he also has flying creatures, so maybe it's better if I just proliferate. Yeah, with 4 mana, 5 mana. Oh, now it's a little bit scary. Thundering Raiju. Where's the attack going? Didn't kill it.
What they're calling an attack these days?
Oh, Teferi, you're so fun. Alright, I want to play a land. I want to play the Tablet of Completion and the Tablet of Completion again. So that I want to tap to put an oil counter on it. Tap to put an oil counter on it. We will then pay 3 life to proliferate. And then we want to untap an artifact. Artifact. I don't want to untap a creature. I don't want to untap a land. Okay, so we got a lot of mana. Alana Elena. No trample though, so I'm okay with that. 6/6. Whenever it attacks, deals X damage, where X is the number of modified creature, to each opponent. Alright, so I'm fine. So, well, first let that resolve. Did you forget about these things? I think you might have. Alright, do I want to pay life to draw a card? I do. It's a plane, or it's a land. It's another land. Do I want to draw another card and go down to a lot lower of life total? And the answer is yes. And the answer is no. Oh, go. It's not good. Not good at all. This is Alana Elena that will be able to kill us. If we proliferate, can't really do much.
The future looks bright for one of us.
Yeah, that one is not me. No attacks. I need a blocker. We'll enter. Simulacrum. What does this do? This is a really wonky deck. Both attacking Teferi. Do I block for Teferi?
Soaring gold.
I guess I do. Alright, time for the oil counter. Oil counter. Oil counter. Another Wandering Emperor, that's pretty good. I could proliferate. I mean, is there a reason not to proliferate here? I don't think so. Exile Simulacrum.
That. You're done.
Alright, so now I can use this to untap the Staff of Completion, and we'll exile his Fauna Shaman. Then he'll have nothing left. Except, then I can't do anything if he wants to haste me. That's interesting. It's pretty important to get the Fauna Shaman out of the way, huh?
I'm not overconfident.
Artifact,
You're just
creature,
underwhelming.
land.
Second here, second there.
We'll proliferate again. No shaman for you. Alright, let's draw a card.
You are not much of a roadblock.
What will we get? It's a land. Let's draw another card. What will we get? It's another land. Oh, it's not a land. What do you know? Alright, this Emperor will stop whatever comes into it that try to haste us. Alana Elena? Nothing? That's all you got? You're gonna regret not doing anything. Wait. Let us proliferate. So I get to tap this. I need to tap a land. One artifact. Let's take the completion. One creature. One land. Get that Helena Elena out of here.
My judgment is fine.
Now the card draw is coming in. And now the counter spell is coming in. And now the game is over. Can't even do this. But I don't need it. Let's see. 35 cards left to his 43. It's fine. And anything he plays will just get countered. Enter the battlefield? Okay, just quit. That works. I didn't even get to read it. You giant dinosaur, you. That was fun. I was kind of mana screw in the beginning, but I showed off how the Tablet of Completion actually works. That's what makes me happy, because I really want this card to work. I really, really wanted to do it work, but it's not that easy to get it to work, you know? So that's the whole deck list. I think it's a fun deck. I think the proliferation does help. Obviously, I don't think you'll ever get to the ultimate on Teferi, because when you're about to get there, your opponent will quit. That's standard. That means that you've passed turn 4, and at that point, it's very clear who is the winner and who is the loser. And if you're in a close matchup and it looks like you have an edge, guess what? Your opponent's not going to play that out because they're disrespectful, and they'll just quit. So that's kind of how the game goes. So, you know, if you want to get Teferi ult to work, you probably will have to play, you know, Historic Brawl or some stupid format like that. But maybe, right? Just maybe you'll get Teferi ult to work in Standard. I do like this deck. I do like this style of deck. But I also think there are probably some sort of modification that needs to be made. The Tablet of Completion is great, except when you draw 4 of them against mono red and you're just like, what am I doing here? Alright, so that is what I got. I do recommend trying this deck out for once, just for, you know, for craps and giggles. It's just for fun. You're not going to win a lot of games, but when you do win, those will be glorious games. And I think that's what Magic is all about. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.